talk about Anisa International and what the business is all about.
What we do is manufacture and design cosmetic accessories, so mainly cosmetic brushes. So what you put your makeup on with,
Yeah.
we are probably in your purse, in your vanity,
Yeah.
and you don't know it. So we do it for a lot of the big names, and I've been doing it for 25 years, fully integrated. We do our own manufacturing, and really proud of the designs that we create.
And there's so many now. Like
Yes.
back in the day, there was like you had a blush brush, and now there's like a brush for everything. Is that your all your evil plan?
I don't I don't know if it's my evil plan, but I like to take some credit for it.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
should.
I do. I feel like we changed how women think about brushes through the larger brands.
Yeah.
Really started having a different conversation.
It's kind of an odd niche to find yourself in. How did this happen? How did you end up in this business?
I was working with a family business, import export, so I learned international trade. In that period of time, I met someone who this was his family business to manufacture cosmetic brushes.
Okay.
He was having a hard time, and I was, 21, working for my family, thought I was pretty important. I'm like, let me see what I can do for you. So I started talking to Revlon or speaking to cosmetic companies of this nature. And then when my family's business started to fall apart, it's what I had to lean back on. So
Okay.
that's how it all started.
So you sort of had these two separate family businesses. You gained experience in both and then sort of said, okay, here's where we're going and took it over.
Yeah, it had to happen because I didn't have another option. So I didn't finish school.
Isn't that funny how
Yeah.
life goes sometimes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you did not, so you were an undergrad at the time and didn't finish? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yeah. So I've always been, I think I like the school of hard knocks. I don't know what my problem is, but I don't want to like sit in a classroom. I want to go out there and I really want to experience it. So I've been very lucky to have really good teachers in life
Yeah.
that had a lot to do with business. And one of those teachers was my mother. So the family business, I had this female entrepreneur in the 80s, early 90s showing me the way.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that's what was happening. I was working for a woman who was pretty tough, but I was learning a lot.
A lot of women are told to find a mentor. And I think now in this era, you hear that a lot, but I don't think a lot of women really know how to engage with somebody as a mentor or as a mentee. Do you have any advice on that front, having had a great mentor in your mom?
Yes, it is a very dynamic relationship. When you find someone, you have to be willing to take direction.
Yeah.
Now, not all of us, as when you're an entrepreneur, you're starting something, we have a little bit of like we think we know it all. We have to be willing to understand that we don't know a lot.
Yeah.
So we got to seek out the people, and that takes effort and energy. And a good mentor is going to want you to be accountable.
Yeah.
So that again is that dynamic. So how you find them is really up to you.
Yeah.
Are they in your field? Are they through a network? Do they do something that you cannot do? They're better at finance, better at marketing, better at whatever it is. But then you have to listen to them.
Yeah.
You know.
So let's get back to talking about the your industry a little bit. It has obviously changed quite a bit over the years. And how have you changed with it? Are you guys doing new things now as Anisa International?
I feel like we have to be on the cutting edge. And
Yeah.
to do that, you have to be in front of the consumer and you have to know what she wants. And the products are changing so much.
Yeah.
Innovations and foundations, how you apply, this contouring thing, these strobing things, highlighting. Everybody wants to highlight, right? The lipsticks, the long wear, all of this. So we want to be a part of that, and
Yeah.
we can because of the manufacturing and the integrated innovations, the fibers that we're launching, the heads that we're launching, just because we love what we do.
Yeah.
I am passionate about this. A good makeup brush can change your life. I know that sounds silly, but we are all out there every day and we want to feel confident.
Yeah.
And I do believe in less is more. So if you have the right tools, you can, portray whatever that is.
And so your whole business has sort of been built on being the manufacturer and selling as a wholesaler to to not sort of having your name brand on
Correct.
things. Are you going to shift that? Because I feel like the world is shifting a lot. I mean, we're seeing the changing brick and mortar. We're seeing a lot more online shopping, a lot more direct to consumer. Where are you on all of that?
It's a good question because I think we need to know more to really help our bread and butter, our B2B business.
Yeah.
So our core, which is the private label brands,
Sure.
they need support in this category. So we launched our first license. We are getting a little bit of information, marketing on Amazon, which
Sure.
is distribution channel that we all know and love.
Oh, yeah.
So learning, getting intelligence so we can be better at what we do. And I think it would be smart for us to do some kind of e-com digital. And how can we make it where it would be a market research or a lab or launch our newest innovations that we want to get out there quickly so then we can share it with a Sephora or with a Mac.
Are you manufacturing here, abroad? Do you get questions about that from the B2B side, from the B2C side?
So our manufacturing is very important. It is what we do is an art. It is a handmade product. It is not machine made. So the head of the brush, which is the most important, is made by hand.
Okay.
It's artisanal, and therefore the craft was designed from Japan to Korea to China. So we've been in China for 15 years.
Okay.
Again, I own the manufacturing facility. We are compliant. We have to go through a lot to
Yeah.
be compliant with the customers that we manufacture for. And that's very important to me.
Yeah.
So we're really focusing on environmental improvements, all our social compliance, everything that we do. So I'm very proud of what we do. And, we couldn't do what we do if we didn't have that part of the business.